Hey guys, welcome to my KONOSUBA video. In today's video we will talk about the new patch that just hit us and the new event at home with these pumpkins. So first let's briefly go over all the big changes that just happened in KONOSUBA Fantastic Days. So first, the player cap is updated. It is no longer capped at 99. However, this will not affect most of the players, because even players that plays every day, like me, I'm still at around 68. Most of the players I know about 75 if they play slightly more. So the update to 200 level of max player rank doesn't affect a lot of people. The next update is there is now a friend function. You are now able to add friends to your friend list. You can also send 10 greetings. Actually, you can send 20, but you can only receive 10 greetings from all of your friends. And each time you do that, you will get a mini stamina beef that restored 10 stamina. Look here. So I have one friend, and I received one of these mini stamina beats, which will recover 10. So every day you will get an extra 100 stamina to use. Another update that is associated with this is we are now able to use multiple beef at one time. No longer do we have to collect it one by one. This is like a really good update for those of us that actually recharges or like stock up on beef and decide to like spend it in one go on special events and stuff. Great update. Another really big update, and especially for players like me, is the change to the elemental icon. I personally is slightly colorblind. I'm red-green deficient, so I've always had trouble looking at units that are wind, earth. Like the colors basically look the same to me. I have to keep reminding myself or clicking into the unit to look at what element they are. But now you can see that there's an actual icon in addition to the colors. So this UI update is massive for players like me. So thank you so much, KONOSUBA. I really appreciate it. Also, they did a small update in Prepare for the Future is the ultimate selection, the super selection, or if they call it. Later on in the Japanese version, some units will have more than one ultimate skills, and you could choose from one of them. Right now we do not have that yet, but this update is to prepare for that. So as you can see, there's a select button, but I only have one right now, so a small update to prepare for the future. But also the max affinity level is no longer capped at 20. It is now capped at 30. So for example, my Megumin, who was capped before at 20, has her super level at 5. Now the super level is capped at 7. So even higher damages for those of us that are able to max the affinity on our favorite units. All in all, really big updates. There are still some tiny tweaks here and there, but I won't go over that, and you guys could try and discover them on your own. Moving on to our new Halloween event. So, for this event, we have new quests that you can complete for decent rewards. And then we also have new hard quests. So each of these quests will give you tickets to fight the Halloween boss. Normal quests will drop about 2 to 3 tickets per run, while hard will drop 7 to 9. So just clearing the hard quests every day should give you enough to redeem just the essential rewards in the exchange. However, if you want more than just the essentials, and by essentials I mean all the skill potions and all the medals, those are the only items I would say that are essentials. So if you can't play for very long, or you just don't have that much stamina to spare, like at least get all the medals and the skill potions. So just clearing all the hard quests every day should be enough for you to just get those essential rewards. And for those of us that want slightly more, you can also farm on all the normal stages. The recommended stages are usually the ones with the ores that you need, for example like gold ore, or the ones where it drops a certain amulet, like right here in this stage, even though it doesn't drop like a gold ore, but it drops the marine earrings. For those of us that does not have like a full set, this is a great place to just farm, get some event tickets, and also get your marine earrings. So moving on to the boss, there are 3 difficulties. There's the normal, hard, and expert. You can only do expert once a day. The HP bar of each boss will carry on if you do not defeat them. So even though it says recommended power 11,000, it does not mean you could clear the boss in one go with 11,000. So for the hard boss, I briefly put together a team earlier just to see how it goes. This was the team I used. Is my original arena team before this Halloween banner, which I will change as I actually pulled for the Halloween units. So even with a power of 28,000, I was not able to just auto it on one go. That is of course without optimization. After optimization, I have confidence that I could defeat it in one go, but that will be in a separate video. So don't worry too much if you cannot kill the boss in one go. Usually the goal for these sort of events is to eventually get a team that could kill hard in one try and to kill expert in 2 tries. Those are the usual goals for decently achieved players into the game. If you are a newer player, clearing hard in 3 goals would be your goal. I'm sorry, clearing hard with 2 goals and clearing expert with 2 to 3 goals. All in all, this is the basic structures of events in Konosuba Fantastic Days. You will also get a 3-star Kasuma once you defeat the boss 3 times. This is a decent unit for those of you that are free to play, or for newer players that don't have a great selection of units. Let's take a look at Katsuma Pumpkin. So here I already have Katsuma upgraded. So Katsuma has an ultimate that does normal damage and heal all allies, which is pretty decent. There is no elemental advantage, however, but that also means there are no elemental disadvantage. So overall, not too bad for an ultimate. And then he has what we call a conditional damage skill on his 3rd skill. He does 145% fire physical to one enemy, but there is a condition. If the enemy has a status condition, he will do more damage. And by status condition in this game, it means haze, blind, and other conditions such as poison as well. Conditions such as physical down, defense down, those are called debuffs in this game. So be aware that it does not count as a status condition if you inflicted, for example, physical down with Melissa on the boss. Fortunately, Pumpkin Kasuma is self-sufficient. He has a minor chance to induce haze on the enemy on his 2nd skill. Although it's only a minor chance, at least there is a chance that he could inflict status condition and deal extra damage if he does actually inflict them. However, the greatest part of Katsumi Pumpkin is his EX skill. He has a universal physical EX skill, which is great to have. Other units that have a universal physical skills are 3-star Iris and the 3-star Dust. They're also really great units to have in your roster, so you can put them on your physical teams when needed. Overall, this is a pretty good event as we get a new decent fire unit, also an actual decent version of Kasuma itself. I'm personally a great fan of Kasuma. now let's move on to the Emblem Exchange. As I mentioned earlier, the really essentials are the skill potions and the medals themselves. For players that play slightly more, such as I also would get all the upgrade stones. As you play further and further into the game, you'll realize that the silver stone and the minor stones are really lacking. Like right now, I have 66 of the gold ones, 162 of the silver ones, and I only have 9 of the minor upgrade stones. Like I have been using my daily upgrade stone dungeon on the minor stone because I just need so much of them. Upgrading my new 4-star dagger requires over 100 of these minor stones. So definitely I would get all of these guys once I have the event farmed a little bit more. For newer players, the legendary chalices are quite important as well. And also these great seer crystals, like I have done my dailies every day and I have 0. I actually had to redeem 2 of them to upgrade my KONOSUBA. So redeeming them here is a great way to save stamina, so you don't have to use them on off days in your relic dungeons. 4-star plans and 4-star materials are always great to stock up on. The lightning sphere, I already have like 30 of them from playing for a while. It's great to at least have 20 of them, so you can craft them later on if you need them. And about more than half a year down the road, there is an actual great lightning spear user, but that is way down the road. 4-star materials are always great to stock up, but as they are slightly harder to farm than your gold border materials. So even though I have 400 of them, I will still try to exchange all of them because they are very, I wouldn't say rare, but more limited and time gated. And once you're done with all of these, if you still have extras, feel free to just stock up on other stuff like gold ores or iron ores. And even try to get the limited versions of the gold currency and the potions as well if you need. With the new patch, they also have a new function for these event bosses. You're now able to increase the cost of these boss fight maximum 3 times the original cost, and it will give you the equal amount of rewards. So this will save us a lot of times. Instead of trying to repeat like 3 times, I could just do it in one go and get 3 times the reward. Very efficient. Not game breaking, but very efficient change. So that would be the end of this video. If you like this video, please like and subscribe. I will see you guys in our next video. Thank you for watching.